I have figured out the 10 best bets in the NFL on sides and totals for Week 4. I'm Professor MJ, a former 15-year university statistics teacher. Are you ready to give your bankroll a boost? You have come to the right place. My 10th most confident NFL pick for this week is the Bengals team total to go over 26.5 points on the road against the Panthers. In Cincinnati's season opener, Bengals fans were very worried when Joe Burrow could only put 10 points on the board against the Patriots, while obtaining just 164 passing yards. Then, in the ensuing week, things got better. Burrow threw for 258 yards in a hostile environment at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This time, the offense generated 25 points. Last week, the offense fired on all cylinders by racking up 33 points and 436 total yards against the Commanders. Some people will argue that the opposing defense was weak. That's true, but Carolina's unit is not any better. In fact, they have allowed the most points per game thus far in the 2024 season. And when you look at their schedule, the Panthers have not necessarily faced the top offenses in the NFL: the Saints, the Chargers, and the Raiders. There is absolutely no way that the Bengals will take this game lightly. They are sitting on a 0-3 record, so they are desperate for a win. On top of that, they saw how Carolina pulled off a big upset in Las Vegas last week, as Andy Dalton brought a breath of fresh air to his team. The fact that the Panthers offense can finally move the ball could help this bet. That might force the Bengals to continue pushing the ball until the end of the game, instead of slowing down because they are up 20-3, for example. So let me recall the specifics of bet number 10. The Cincinnati Bengals team total to go over 26.5 points. In other words, I am banking on the fact that they will put at least 27 points on the board at Bank of America Stadium this Sunday. Let's move on to my 9th most confident NFL pick for Week 4. This time, I am opting for the Falcons team total to be under 21.5 points against the Saints. Center Drew Dalman is out, so that's a bad start for Atlanta. Moreover, right tackle Caleb McGarry is listed as questionable with a knee injury. So far, Atlanta has scored 10, 22, and 17 points. It won't be easy to obtain 21 points or more in this key NFC South Division matchup. Despite facing some good offenses like the Cowboys and the Eagles, New Orleans has not given up more than 19 points in any game thus far this year. The Falcons have allowed the 6th most rushing yards in the league, so the Saints will likely try to run the ball. That should run the clock faster, which would be good for our bet. According to my mathematical model, this bet holds a 56.9% chance of hitting. I like it! My 8th best NFL pick this week goes to the Arizona Cardinals -3 points against the Commanders. I am aware that this bet looks scary on the surface after watching Jaden Daniels dissect the Bengals defense last Monday night. However, I have a lot of factors favoring Arizona in this matchup. Let me state some of them. First of all, the Cards will be playing at home for the 3rd straight week. That's a big edge going their way. Meanwhile, Washington will be on the road for the 3rd time in 4 weeks, so they had a lot more traveling to do. On top of that, Washington loses 1 day of preparation since they played last Monday. Also, don't forget how the Commanders' defense has been dreadful. They have given up the 4th most yards and 4th most points in the NFL thus far in the 2024 campaign. I'm sure Kyler Murray and company are licking their chops right now. The Cardinals only 1-2 record, but their losses occurred at Buffalo, and against a strong Lions team. Their lone victory was a complete beatdown as they crushed a very decent Rams team 41-10. The icing on the cake is the revenge factor. Last year, Washington defeated Arizona 2016 in Week 1, so the Cards will be looking for some payback. I think Arizona will roll in this contest by winning by a margin of at least 3 points, so my bet is the Cardinals -3 points. It's time for my 7th most confident NFL bet for Week 4. The wager in question concerns the AFC West matchup between the Chiefs and the Chargers. In this game, I think the best value is on LA's team total to go under 14.5 points. In short, I believe the Bolts will score a maximum of 14 points in this contest. Kansas City is 3-0, but they have not looked that crisp on offense. However, their defense has been very solid, even though they faced the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Falcons. All of these teams have at least a decent offense. The same cannot be said about the Chargers' offense, especially with QB Justin Herbert ailing. Last week, he aggravated a high ankle sprain in the third quarter in Pittsburgh. This type of injury typically requires missing 3 to 4 weeks, but Herbert is as tough as it gets. He tried to play through the injury. The pain was too much to handle in the second half, so he had to leave. At the time that I am making this video, it is uncertain whether Herbert will suit up or not. Ultimately, I like this bet no matter the QB situation. Even if he plays, he won't be very comfortable and he won't be able to move very much. He will be a sitting duck and Casey will find a way to make him look bad. To make matters worse, all signs point towards both tackles on the offensive line to miss the game. They have not been ruled out as of Wednesday afternoon, but the reports I am reading are not good. The Chiefs' offense is not as explosive as it used to be. However, they have been very good at sustaining long drives, which will leave less time for the Chargers to score some points. So, all in all, after analyzing this game in depth, I believe the best bet to make is to grab the Chargers team total under 14.5 points against KC. Would you like to get my top 6 NFL picks on sides and totals for Week 4? I absolutely love the first 4. I have a lot of confidence in those plays, as shown by the fact that I have wagered 2 units on each of them. I'd like to give you a hand boosting your bankroll by sharing those 6 valuable picks with you. With this goal in mind, I have set up a gold NFL package for you that also includes a write-up explaining each pick. The package also comes with a money-back guarantee. If the picks generate a losing record, you get your investment back. As simple as that. Are you sick and tired of seeing your bankroll diminish? Don't you want to enjoy your Sunday with some winning bets? Join our group of bookie crushers by getting this gold NFL package. What have you got to lose since you are getting a money-back guarantee? I'm Professor MJ, and as I showed you prior to Week 1, we've been beating NFL lines since I started this MJ business back in 2017. Get the gold NFL package that unveils my top 6 NFL plays of the week.